What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the CSTV. I'm your host, Kathleen Egaltoto, Madam CS, and this is the strike. Stay tuned and have a true and real. The strike today leads us to the security developments in the country. Last year and towards the beginning of this particular year, we had information that actually Kenya was supposed to send about 1,000 police officers to Haiti to join the rest of other forces from other countries in the fight against the gangs in Haiti. This comes against the backdrop that Haiti is facing political instability with the resignation of its president in 2023 and the forced resignation of its prime minister in 2024. The country is in chaos. So many are displaced. And remember, Haiti has around 200 gangs who have a lot of autonomy, and therefore controlling them and even fighting them, it's not an easy task. So the speculations and the information that actually Kenya is sending its troops to Haiti elicited a lot of reactions from the citizenry, many asking, why are we sending our Kenya police officers to Haiti to join in a multinational operation against the gangs in that particular country, when actually back at home there's a problem? For example, the Northern Frontier District and the North Lift, actually we have not managed the aspect of bandits. People are displaced, schools have not opened, and all the time we hear is that there was an attack, there was an operation, but there was an attack. So the question is, why are we sending our police officers outside there when we do not have enough to deploy and bring that stability, for example, in the Northern Frontier District and the North Lift? Okay, that's said and done. Again, there's also information that Kenya is supposed to send its police officers, or it's supposed to help in the fight against pirates from Yemen along the Indian Ocean, the Gulf of Aden, and the Red Sea region. The question is Kenya not actually fighting more than it can chew? You know, we entered Somalia, we have a problem with Al-Shabaab. Already as early as 1998, we had a problem with Al-Qaeda. Back at home, we have more than 320 gangs. Mungiki, Al-Shabaab, you know, Jeshra Embakasi, Jeshra Mshe, Gaza, etc. We have not combated all these gangs. And then again, we are in Haiti, we want to fight over 200 gangs. Many of them are so autonomous, and therefore controlling them is not an easy job. So the question is, do we really have the capacity to do this? And come to think of it, Kenya going to Haiti, actually, it was a proposal from the UN Security Council. And this tells us one thing, that the US is forcing other countries, or it's pushing other countries to go and fight the gangs in Haiti. Yet, it is not involved at all. Totally, it's not involved. So that's a red flag. Why could a country like the US support other countries to call a multinational operation in peacekeeping in Haiti when it itself is not included? Remember, since 2004 up to 2017, the US, helped by Canada, were trying to bring peace in Haiti under the Operation Minister. But they did not succeed anything. Actually, what they succeeded in bringing about is failure and chaos. So the question is, if the US say the world hegemony, the world superpower failed in Haiti, actually, who is Kenya to succeed there? And I'm talking about who is Kenya in terms of, do we have enough military power? Do we have the right infrastructure and facilities and the weaponry? We're talking about that we have not fully handled the problem of Al-Shabaab. Day in, day out, we hear there was an explosion, you know, an landmine exploded somewhere. And then here we're talking about handling the gangs in Haiti. Are we being serious? Are we being honest to ourselves? The bandits themselves are giving us a problem and headache in the North Lift. Are we doing much? Have we achieved anything much? We can say that we have achieved this. How long has it taken Kenya to handle the question of banditry? And now we believe that 1,000 police officers from Kenya may be joined by other security officers from other countries are going to handle this problem. So from where I stand is that Kenya is busy making more enemies. We entered to Somalia, we made enemies with Al-Shabaab. Already in 1998, we had a problem with Al-Qaeda. Now we are entering Haiti, we are making enemies with the gangs in Haiti. Now if we make a mistake of joining this EU-led operation as far as piracy along the Indian Ocean, the Gulf of Aden, and the Red Sea is concerned, we are also entering into enmity with the pirates in Yemen. And that tells you that when you are working so hard to create enemies, your downfall is likely to come in place. And just remember that for a long time, Kenya has been one of the best countries in Africa, one of the somehow staple countries in the Horn of Africa. And USA is working so hard to make sure that that stability is not there. And we have always known that whenever USA has entered, peace has never been achieved. So imagine Kenya is being pushed to make a lot of enemies, and when these gangs would start striking one by one, nobody ever will come and stand with Kenya. Look at Somalia, it is in chaos. Look at Libya, USA entered there. How stable is Libya? It was one of the promising African economies. Look at South Sudan, look at Sudan, and ask yourself, where has ever USA entered and peace reigned? So I have a very maybe quick urge that I think the person who is advising, number one, in terms of security missions and operations, should be able to tone down his speed. Why? We cannot be fighting so much to make enemies in Kenya with other countries and with other gangs outside there, yet we do not have the capacity to deal with our own gangs, our own bandits back at home. The same energy that the president is using to send gangs out, police outside there to handle gangs, let that energy be utilized to handle Mungiki, Al-Shabaab, Cheshire Embakazi, Gaza, Chingororo, all of these gangs that actually brings problems whenever there is issues in this particular country. The same energy that the same 1,000 police officers we are sending to Haiti, let us add them to handle bandits in the North Lift. Let's have peace at home, because we are not going to pour from an empty, actually, glass or an empty cup. So let Kenya not struggle so much to please the Western world, and then we end up making enemies, destabilize our economy and our political situation, and then we start now being the country that is seeking international help as far as security is concerned. I just feel like we are fighting too much than we can handle. What's your opinion? Comment down there and let's see actually what do you think. Look at our history, and perhaps from our history we can be able to learn something. Look at our history and see, is it the right thing that Kenya is going to Haiti? Do you think it's good that Kenya will join the EU in terms of combating piracy in the Red Sea region, coastal region, and the Gulf of Aden? What is your take? Let me know your opinions down there. Bye bye and see you next time.